Are you thinking about moving or relocating to Powell, Ohio? You might be moving or relocating to Columbus and doing a little bit of research about the different areas and suburbs. Or maybe you're looking for more information about the Olentangy School District. Well, in this video, I'm going to break down 4 things that really stink about living in Powell, things you absolutely need to know if you're thinking about moving there. And it all starts right now. So, let's go! Hey, welcome back to the Columbus, Ohio Living Channel. My name is Mark Van Stein. I make videos about real estate and what it's like to live here in Columbus, Ohio. I talk about the best areas, suburbs, school districts, cost of living, and what it's like to live here in the capital city. If you're thinking about moving or relocating to Powell or anywhere in Columbus, make your life a little easier and let me and my team help. I'm a full-time RE/MAX realtor and been helping people move to Columbus for over the last 18 years now. I'm actually a 3rd-generation real estate agent. You can give me a call, shoot me an email, send me a text, however you want to reach out. My team and I are happy to help. Powell has become one of Columbus's hottest suburbs. It's got a great school district, a cute downtown area, newer construction, a fantastic location, but there are some downsides to living there. How do I know that? Because I live in Powell, and I've been here for about the last 11 years. So I'm going to break down all the things you need to know that aren't so great about living in Powell, and trust me, I'm not going to be pulling any punches. Number 1 is traffic. When you live in Powell, there are 2 types of traffic you're going to have to deal with. First is the rush hour traffic. Now that's mostly going to affect Olentangy River Road and the homeowners who live on the east side of Powell, and that's happened to be where I live. Now there will be some traffic on Sawmill Parkway, but it's 4 lanes and it moves fairly quickly. That can't be said for the traffic on Olentangy River Road. Route 315 dead ends into Olentangy River Road right at Worthington Hills, and it becomes a 2-lane road. It's a very pretty drive, but it gets backed up, especially around 3 o'clock during the work week. Now the other type of traffic I need to be aware of is the zoo traffic. Now we're very, very lucky to have a world-class zoo right in our own backyard, but it does make for some congestion. This becomes bad during the summer months and the holidays when the zoo puts out their holiday lights. It's going to affect Powell Road or Route 750, which runs east or west through Powell. Because Powell Road is only 2 lanes east of Sawmill, it bottlenecks at downtown Powell and the railroad tracks, and it can get pretty backed up. Once you get west of Sawmill Parkway, it opens back up, and again, it's not Las Vegas or Dallas type traffic, but it's a pain to deal with. Speaking of railroad tracks, number 2 are the trains. There are busy train tracks that run up through Worthington, north into Powell, and then up into Delaware County. If you live west of Sawmill Parkway, you're probably not going to hear the trains as much. And everybody else who lives in Powell, it's just something that we deal with. What you want to be mindful are of the crossings. It's one thing to hear the rumble of the train, it's something completely different to hear them blow the whistle as they cross the roads. And there are 4 to 5 crossings in a very short distance, 2 being just south of downtown Powell. These crossings affect several communities and you can really hear them blow the whistle as they come through. One of the things I harp about my clients about is you never want to buy a home that backs up to the railroad tracks. It's always going to affect the value in a negative way, and builders have built some pretty nice homes backing up to these tracks. Not only do you have to deal with the noise, but you also have to deal with the dirt and pollution that these trains produce. And then you've got a safety concern if you have children. Where I grew up in Worthington, we had train tracks nearby, and trust me, as a kid, we were out there every day playing on those train tracks and around those trains going by. Staying with utilities, number 3 is going to be the high tension power lines that run through Powell. The power lines are hard to miss. They are such an eyesore, and they are very prevalent on the north side of Columbus. I've been told this is because the city planners didn't think the development would come up this direction. Obviously, they were very mistaken. Just like the train tracks, my advice to my clients is don't purchase a house that backs up to the power lines or even fronts them. They're going to affect your home's value. What's the old saying? Location, location, location. And it's something that's never going to change, and it's always going to negatively affect the value of that property. You can actually hear the power lines buzzing when you get close enough to them. My mother and father's house in southern Delaware County is beside some of these high tension lines. And when you are sitting on their back patio, you can actually hear them buzzing, and they're pretty far away. My mother, Charlotte, who's also my business partner and broker owner of our company, did a lot of research on them before she and my father bought their home about 25 years ago. It's important if you become interested in a home around power lines that you do your own research and how it may affect you and your children. So what do you think of the video so far? If you're finding it helpful, do me that favor. Hit that thumbs up button down below. If you have any questions about Powell or Columbus in general, go ahead and drop them down in the comments below and I'll answer them as quickly as possible. And of course, if you're thinking about moving to Powell or anywhere in Columbus, make sure you reach out and give me a call. Lastly is schools. Powell is in the Olentangy School District, which is ranked as one of the top districts in Central Ohio. If you're looking for more information on the best 5 districts as ranked by the Ohio Board of Education, you can find that video right here on this channel. The district is great, no complaints. What you need to be aware of is that the district is expanding rapidly and will be for the foreseeable future. There are currently 4 high schools with a plan for at least another 4 at some point in the future. What happens when the district builds a new school is everybody gets redistricted, which has happened the last couple of years. So if there's a specific elementary or middle or high school that you want your children to go to, just know that there's a chance that it might get changed at some point in the future. The last time it happened, when they opened up the new high school, I got panic calls from past clients worried that their home's value was going to drop because their kids are going to a new school. My neighborhood was actually one that was getting redistricted as well. Did that happen? No, of course not. But it did make getting kids to school much less convenient. So just understand, if you purchase a home in the Olentangy School District, a specific school that you attend may change at some point in the future. Well, that's it. I told you I was going to pull any punches. Listen, I love living in Powell. My wife and I could have moved anywhere in the city we wanted to, and we specifically moved here. No area is going to be perfect, but I think you need to know some of the cons if you're thinking about relocating or moving to Powell. Well, if this hasn't completely scared you off and you need some help relocating and moving here or anywhere in Columbus, go ahead and give me a call. You can probably sense I'm pretty transparent and not just going to sell you something. It is very important to me that my clients make a good, educated investment as well as buy a nice home. You can give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. I'm pretty easy to find and more than happy to help. And make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of my other videos on what it's like living in Columbus, Ohio. Until next time.